with Speak FM in 2014 until 2020. Those were 6 good years. And my salary was stuck at that level. And then the office I was working for, there was no any other additional benefits. As mothers, we know between 1 and 2 years, there's always a lot of challenge with children medically. Anytime fever, you rush to the hospital, and the hospitals we have in Gulu, or the clinics we have in Gulu, the least you can spend on every visit is 50,000. That's the least. If you decide to go in the general hospitals, the queue can be so long. And also you are supposed to be in the newsroom, because with the news, it can't say that, oh, you see, Jackie's child is sick, so they will not have news. It doesn't work that way, because that listener, wherever he or she is, expects news. So those are some of the things which are pushing away female journalists, because we are women and we are mothers. We're not like men. Men are very strong-hearted, by the way. A man can leave a kid who is sick at home and go to work, and he will live and work very comfortably without thinking about the child. But a mother, the attachment is there. Female journalists need support to make their work much easier, so that at home things are fine, at work things are fine, and they will work so well. The employers should give journalists, I'm not only talking about female now, journalists, good salaries, where they can take care of their families comfortably. How many local media houses in Gulu offer medical insurance? We have around 12 radio stations, but I think I will bet only 2 or 3 have medical insurance. The rest are just hustling. Another thing, what happens to me when I'm in the field and I fall down and I break my leg? Maybe we are running in the riots or something's happening and I get injured. Trust me, most of the radio stations, most of the media houses in Gulu won't go beyond just saying we are sorry. Plus, they don't pay those things in Gulu. At Speak FM, I was the only female journalist. I was heading men, only men. I had no female journalists. We will have interns who will come in once in a while, and they will go back to school. With my own experience here, if you focus in the media all your life, all your time, you will die a poor person. I had this 1-year course on media management and acceleration, which was being done by Women in News. I benefited it in 2020. We had personal coaches. Like my coach was a former journalist, but she has grown out of that. So there's this conversation we were having with her, and she would keep telling you, push. You don't have to be in that comfort zone, thinking now you're a journalist, you have made it in life. At the end of some 7-8 months, I had around 2 million, just saved money. And then I now thought about selling onions, Irish, hibiscus, those cinnamon, cowpeas, ginger, and other assorted items. So I also have a friend who does that business. He was very honest. He told me, yeah, this business is good because you are sure every day you will never go home empty-handed, because these are food items that people will always go for. Secondly, with the coronavirus time, lockdowns are imminent anytime. So that's how I started my business. Yeah, and so far I am still there. Though I do part-time media job. If I'm asked to help somewhere, I do. If there's a grant to apply for, I do. I do the grant story, I go back. There's a lot of sexual harassment which pushes female journalists out. Your editor is telling you, I need this story. And this source is telling you, if you need the story, you come and see me at 8 p.m. And maybe he's the expert. You have no option. In this part of the country, we just have maybe an expert in one thing who is there. It's not like so diverse in the cities like Kampala, where you can have different people to speak about that. So this is the same man who is telling you, come and see me at 8. If you really need that story, and the editor does not know what's going on, the editor is telling you, when am I getting my story? We are running late. We have a deadline to beat. So the journalist says, can I trade my body for just a story? I'd rather quit. The future of female journalists is dim. We only need much advocacy to be done so that we are still there, we are still pushing.
Let us begin to train media house managers. Let us begin to train editors. Let us begin to target those people, decision makers at those levels, so that they are able to understand that, one, one woman takes care of I don't know how many people in a household. Two, when you empower such a woman, then you know that there are lots of people who are actually empowered. Even though you've been downsized, let us think of bettering ourselves, getting a skill, you know, probably you're learning one or two skills that will actually keep you afloat.